Hi, my name is Martin, and today I'm going to explain how to take command line arguments in C. It's pretty simple. Um, what is a command line argument? Well, let me show you real quick this program executing. Um, these are command line arguments. Every time you have a program that takes arguments on the command line, you can write it like that. You could write it like this, dash n dash o, like these are flags. And that's how you accept command line arguments. So back up here, it's all in the main function declaration. argc counts how many arguments there are. argv is the actual arguments themselves. It's a pointer to a pointer of a bunch of strings. Every argument that your program receives will be a string. Even if it's a number, it'll be a string, and it has to be converted from a string to a number. And then to access the arguments through argv, you just do it like a normal array. So then let's go ahead and compile this. Let's see here. gcc.exe-o cli.exe and cli.c. And there's cli.exe. So let's go ahead and compile this. gcc.exe-o cli for the output file name, exe, and the source code file is cli.c. There it is, cli.exe. Hello, how are you today? And notice the very first argument, which is argument 0, is always going to be the name of the program itself. So that's why a lot of times when you're parsing your arguments, you're going to want to skip that and just go to your actual arguments you've received from the user, which would be arguments 1 through whatever. And then go back here. Now another way we could write argv is by taking this off and putting a couple braces on the side of it like an array. Now if I hit Control S and I save that, and we go back up and I compile it with GCC, it compiles fine. And then we go to CLI, and there it is again, working fine. And let's see what else. Now another interesting way we can do this is I can get rid of the counter. As to a character, pointer to pointer, PDR equals argv. While PTR now we don't have a counter, so be able to print this out. Let's go ahead and try to save this and see if it executes. Control S. Yep. Hello, how are you today? Yep, still works. So what we have here is we have a character pointer pointing to our argv pointer. And then what we're doing is we're incrementing our pointer. And as long as our pointer points to a valid address in memory, then the loop will continue looping. Printf will continue printing whatever is at that memory address. And this just does the increment right here with our plus plus, and it goes right through every argument this way as well without the counter. While editing, I just realized that I forgot to mention something pretty important. I'm not sure if this is true in every single case, but I think this is a rule that every list of arguments also is null terminated. So that means that we can increment through every argument that we receive, and the last argument, if we extend beyond that by one, will be a null. So that allows us to actually loop through every argument until we reach a null pointer, and we can stop that way without having to use the actual count of arguments. So anyway, back to the video. Now let's see if we can do this without even the pointer variable. Let's see if we can. This would be a one-time shot kind of thing, but let's see if we can do this like this. argv plus plus argv. Control S. And we can. I would not advise doing it this way, because once we start incrementing the argv variable itself, we can never go through these again, not really easily. I mean, you'd have to actually start counting how many times you've incremented it. Then you would have to decrement it that many times just to get back to the original string. But if you were in a memory tight situation and you didn't want to use the extra variable, or you only needed to do this once, then yeah, this would work. You don't need the extra variable, don't need a counter. You can just use the variable that's passed right to your main function. Pretty cool. I've never done that before, so awesome. That works. As a matter of fact, we can even simplify this a little bit more. Puts argv. Okay, let's try that. There we go. Output's working just the same. So there it is. That's how you take arguments in C. I hope that you found this video helpful. I suggest you look online for further research on the subject. Thanks for watching. Bye.